Have you seen Allison?
Just a little while ago.
Oh, where? I've been looking all over town for her.
It wasn't just a little while ago. It was a couple of hours ago. Right over there by that tree.
Well, did you talk to her? Did she say anything to you?
No, we were in a hurry. We didn't talk.
Dr. Rossi put her in the hospital this afternoon.
What for?
Emotional? Because of Ann's death?
She walked out. Nobody saw her. About a couple of hours ago. I heard you got Lee Weber out on bail this afternoon.
That's true.
Do you know it was Allison's testimony that put him there to begin with?
Now, just a minute, Rod.
I'll tell you something. He's capable of violence.
You're a fine one to prejudge.
I said capable of violence. That's all. Where is he?
I don't know. But right now, he's a free man. For the moment. I'm sorry, Rod.
Well, guess I didn't do too bad a job on the dinner.
Mom's delicious. Well, why don't you come down more often? I get to think you don't like my cooking.
I love your cooking. The trouble is, after I married your daughter, I found out she was a lousy cook. And you're jealous.
Hey, this place is still open to the public, isn't it?
I thought they'd arrested you.
I got me the sharpest lawyer in town. The Rodney Harrington lawyer.
Stephen Port?
Know any better?
Stephen Port's going to defend you?
Well, how come that bothers you, Norman? I never figured you for being much of a Boy Scout. Or maybe you don't think I rate the same class of service the Harringtons get. That's funny. I've always thought of you as being the open-minded one in the clan. When you married her.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Hey, I thought we came here to celebrate.
Did you come here for a drink or a fight?
You guess, Ada.
May I have a scotch and water, please, Ada?
And iced coffee, please.
Bourbon. And I'll buy a round of whatever the kids are drinking.
Hey, why don't you save your money for your lawyer? He's expensive. And here's some more leftovers. Also compliments of the Harringtons.
Oh, boy. What a celebration. What'd you do that for?
Do what?
Oh, man.
You know, at last. How about that? We're together. Really together.
17 years.
It's a long, long time to carry something inside of you. There were times when it really ate at me. I could feel it gnawing away.
Well, it's out in the open now, and that's good.
Here we go. Let me pour a little in there, and we'll get it right back on its feet.
It's all right the way it is.
A toast to the Webbers. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a toast. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Vice President, honorable members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, that's a good toast.
You've done it again, kid.
We Webbers are a peculiar lot. We are very good at loving. We are exceptional at hating. And we are terrible at anything in between.
Come on, Chris.
So I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, here's to the Webbers. Long may they love each other. Long may they hate each other. And long may they walk together happily into the sunset.
I want to talk to you a minute.
Well, if it's not Mr. Core, defender of the oppressed.
Talk. I don't have any secrets from my family.
Alone. Allison Mackenzie.
What about it?
You've seen her tonight?
What if I have?
Lee, if you so much as touched one hair on her head, I'll see to it that you're put away so long you won't even remember what the outside looks like.
Well, what's this all about?
I should have left you in jail. That's the only way to keep you out of trouble.
What is this?
You know as well as I do.
Well, refresh my memory, counselor.
Allison was in the hospital.
How come?
Emotional, something she's disturbed.
Well, that's great. Her testimony's all they've got against me. And if she's not all there...
They put her in the hospital this afternoon for arrest, but she took a walk. Now, when'd you see her?
About an hour ago.
Where?
Down on the wharf.
Was she all right?
Fine, as far as I can tell.
Did you talk to her?
No.
Touch her?
No, I swear I didn't.
Now, in the wharf area itself, as far as the North Shore, we've got the men on a door-to-door search. It'll take a little time. There's a lot of ground to cover in there, but I think by morning we should have heard from all the teams. Yes?
This is Reardon, Mr. Fowler. I'm afraid that lead turned out to be a dud. The fellow was just looking for someone to talk to. He hadn't seen a thing.
All right, Reardon. Thanks for calling in.
What was that?
A man in an all-night gas station on the outskirts of White River hailed a couple of the boys about an hour ago. They thought they had something. It turned out he just wanted some company. Oh, I know how you feel, Elliot. If this had happened in the daytime, we'd have about a 50% better chance of finding someone who'd seen her. As it is, all we can do is... Yes?
Rodney Harrington to see you, Mr. Fowler.
Send him in. It's Rodney.
Oh, Mr. Fowler. Hello, Mr. Carson. Listen, Dr. Rossi told me about Allison. Now, you've got to do something about Lee Weber. You've got to pick him up.
What are you talking about?
Lee Weber's out on bail.
You never told me that.
I didn't think it was particularly relevant.
Relevant? Allison's your only witness. It was her testimony that had him thrown in jail. How could you let him out on bail?
Now, take it easy, Elliot. I have nothing to say about bail. You know that.
You could have moved to block it.
Well, I did, of course. As a matter of fact, the main reason the court granted bail was because Stephen Cord cited a very recent precedent. Your case, Rodney.
Look, precedent or no precedent, you've got to do something about him, Mr. Fowler. You've got to pick him up. The man is dangerous.
Are you going to do it?
Just let me handle it.
I insist.
I heard you.
You can't let Allison wander around the streets unprotected.
Let me handle it, will you, Elliot? Now go home. You too, Rodney.
All right. But I'm going to call you within an hour.
Mr. Fowler, what are the odds?
Reported a missing person. Allison McKenzie, female, Caucasian, 19 years old, 5 feet 2.5 inches, 103 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, slight build, fair complexion, no distinguishing physical marks. Believed to be wearing a tan sweater, blue skirt. Last seen this day at Doctor's Hospital. I repeat, 1208. Reported a missing person.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Are you trying to tell me that he can put me back in jail?
Look, Lee, I took your case, and I'm on it. But if you want me to stay on it, you're going to start doing everything I tell you to do when I tell you.
Stephen told me you were upset that he accepted the case.
There's always something more than meets the eye in Peyton Place.
I trust Stephen.
Do you?